Hello, I'm Sarah Ewan, and this is Turn Back Time, and it's Narcissist Day again. 3 weeks exactly since I started this Eating in Perfect Balance challenge, and a time to assess my body to see what's changed in 21 days. Well, they say every picture tells a story, and my lord, these do. Look at the difference between day one and today. It's just unfathomable that one can make that much difference in 21 days while eating endless amounts of food. I've lost a total of 7 pounds in 3 weeks. To be honest, by the pictures, it looks so much more, but that is the weight loss measured. I'm down from 190 pounds to 183 and 86 kilos to 83. And it comes off in fits and starts, as you've heard, a lot straight away, then sometimes no weight loss for a few days, and then it'll suddenly plummet again. But every day I have at least one body measurement that gets smaller, whether it's my hips, my bust, my waist. The most dramatic drops for me, and perhaps why it looks so visible in these pictures, is a waist gone from 37 inches to 31.5, and a bust gone from 42 inches to 37.75 in 3 weeks. I set this as a 60-day challenge because I think a lot of women think, do you know, I've got a wedding in a couple of months, or I'm getting married myself soon, and they just want to find something that would allow them to drop weight in a healthy fashion in time for the big day. Well, this does that, and then some. Doing my sums last night, I realised I may have to extend past 60 days for me to get to the weight that I would really like to be, which is about 60 kilos or 130 pounds. Only 23 kilos to go, or 50 pounds. But I don't think I'll actually ever stop this. It just feels so right. And if I arrive at the 60-day mark, 10 to 15 kilos or 25 to 30 pounds lighter than when I started, I will have proven to postmenopausal women everywhere that it's not hard to lose weight after menopause. You just have to eat the right thing and the right amount. Because my measurements have changed, as you know, now I have to do the calculations again using that template on the website to see how much I should be eating. Although I must admit, reaching 11 blocks a day is a challenge for me. And if I slack in the morning and have to eat it all in the afternoon, I notice my weight doesn't come off at all the next day. So I've set an alarm on my phone to eat every 2 hours, because I'm tending to only eat 1 to 2 blocks at a time, except for the evening. Imagine 3 weeks ago having to tell me to eat. So my body fat percentage now, and I think there should be a fanfare playing, is 28.04%, 7% less body fat than when I started, when I had 35% body fat. We know the average for a woman is 23%. So 3 weeks in, I'm more than halfway there. Halfway there already. It's that fast. Of course, my frame might need a lower percentage of body fat than the average person, and I might not want to be average. We won't know until we get there, but 7% gone and 5% to go, and I must say it's one of the easiest things I've ever done. I thought it would be hard, but as you see, the weight drop off, it's the biggest kick to keep going. To find the new blocks to eat, I just follow that template on the website. I added my new weight into the equation, and I discovered that I now need 79.27 grams of protein a day to keep my body working in perfect order. Each block is 7 grams of protein, so that's 11.32 blocks a day. I'll stick to 11 until it gets closer to 12. How I'm going to eat 12, I don't know. In celebration at these pictures, I decided to do some exercise today. It's token, I know. I actually enjoy it, but I have no time. And I realise why it's so easy for rich women to stay in shape. They just have the time. Anyway, I put the wrong I Walk video on, and Leslie Sansone seemed to have suddenly upped the tempo by 5 or 10 times. I tried to keep up, but got a huge pain in my ankle 20 minutes in, so I gave up. So it's just back to food only for a few days. But in a way, I think that's better, because I don't think most people would think it's possible to lose this much weight without exercise. But look, it is. It's literally falling off. I reckon by now that you've probably worked out what you like to eat, and you'll be rotating your favourite foods on a regular basis. Tomorrow, I'll go through a few of the best foods which you can choose, which you might already be using and including, but I'll explain why they're so good for you in terms of weight loss, but also internal healing. In the book, I've detailed exactly what I'm eating each day. And every time I sit there and I write it down, I think, my God, they must think I'm so boring. I'm eating the same thing: dates, chicken, cheese, nuts, eggs, kale, tomato, cucumber, on and on and on. But when you're first getting started, I think it makes shopping easier. And every time you need to eat, it's just easy to just grab something familiar. Now, though, I'm going to start cooking all of the meals and recipes in the recipe section of the book. And I'm going to liven up my diet a bit. I haven't had a single bit of chocolate for a week now because I couldn't really be bothered to sit there and make all the sweets in the recipe book. But it's time really to treat myself, I think. If you're following along with me already, let me know in the comments below how well you're doing, how your weight's falling. As well as my book, get a copy of Barry Sears's The Zone, which everything is based on, and it's an amazing read. Do post your pictures if you'd like to encourage others. We are all in this together. On to week 4.